Good morning. Welcome to the first episode of The Morning Show with Jess and Meg. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and please bear with us for our first episode. I'm sure we'll get better at this, or we won't, and you will get entertainment from how bad we are at podcasts. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, welcome. Welcome to the Jess and Meg Show. Our first episode this morning is the top 5 reasons to buy real estate in Peterborough. We're going to talk about the top 5 reasons.
That's
what
right.
are the top 5
what
reasons?
What are the top 5
they?
reasons? And let me just tell you that before we start into our program, we are going to, it's a morning show, we are going to enjoy some coffee and some breakfast. And our coffee and tea this morning comes from Starbucks on Lansdowne Street, the one that's inside Chapters. Shout out to those guys. I used to work at that location, so for our inaugural episode, that's where we went. I got you a London Fog tea latte.
Oh gosh, I love a London Fog. You know, I'm not much of a coffee drinker. You might hint the accent, British over here. So tea is definitely my favourite thing to drink. And with a little bit of, I think it's like a vanilla flavouring. It's delicious. So thank you.
And I got a vanilla latte, but non-fat, half sweet, extra hot. Less calories,
Trying to be good, but making up
for
the blueberry bar.
Yes.
That's fine.
So thank you
Delicious.
to Starbucks this morning.
Thank you,
that.
Starbucks. That's awesome.
So the top 5 reasons to buy real estate in Peterborough. Why don't you kick it off?
Yeah. So,
well, I'll tell you.
Yeah. There's so many reasons, you know. It's hard to start. It's hard to make a start on what the best one is.
I want to talk about how Peterborough got some recent notoriety, and maybe you've heard about this. I put it on my Facebook page. So Money Sense magazine put out in their 2018 edition the top 35 places in the country to buy real estate in.
That's right.
And Peterborough came in at number
2.
Number 2 in the country.
I know, which may be super surprising for you guys because, you know, with all the talk of house prices, you know, on the up, Peterborough came in at number 2, and I think it's just because of the vibe of Peterborough now. It seems to be just heading upwards, which is great. But yeah, number 2, that's awesome. And we live here.
So who was number 1?
So number 1, actually, yeah, we got to know. What was number 1?
Brantford.
Brantford.
At just over $500,000 for a single family detached home. Brantford beat us out in the number 1 spot.
They did.
But
Bless them.
But you know what, Peterborough, God love ya.
Yeah.
It's still a fantastic place.
It did well. Number 2's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Yeah.
So why don't you run down of who some of the top cities were?
So Victoria, in fact, BC, came in at an average price of $975,000, which
For a single family home.
For a single family home. I mean, what more can we say? Guelph came in lower, $718,000 around average, which is
still very expensive.
Vancouver, actually, though, you're going to be shocked at this, $2.2 million
For a single
family home.
Where do people work?
Moving to Vancouver anytime soon.
Name a single family that can afford $2.2 million for their single family home. That's wild.
I mean, I want to be them if.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to be them if they can afford that. So good for you, but.
Yes. Congrats to Vancouver that they can sustain that.
Yes.
Running down the list, then, what were the other cities?
Barrie, London, Hamilton, and I can't pronounce this one. Tell me. Kelowna?
Kelowna?
No, Kelowna. I'm British. Struggle with that one.
I read the article. I posted it on my Facebook page. It was an interesting article. And everybody likes to compare our area to Toronto. So Toronto actually came in at number 19 on the list.
Yeah.
But their average single-family home price came in at $1.02 million.
Which is definitely better than Vancouver.
Yes.
And you come from the Toronto area, right?
I do. I was born in Toronto, raised in Toronto and Mississauga. So obviously came here to buy a house as opposed to staying in that area.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nutty.
And then people think that Peterborough is notorious for high house prices, but actually, if you think about it, we're not. We're not at all.
Right.
You know, it seems to be because we live here, we think, oh my goodness, you know, the house prices are going up and up and up and up, but it's not actually as bad as you think. So
no,
keep us in mind.
That's
for
right.
a place to move, because
it may be unaffordable and unattainable to some people, thinking, you know, the average here is, you know, in the 400,000s for a single family home, but that's just the average. It doesn't mean that all house prices are in the 400,000s. I just bought a house yesterday for a client, first time buyers, and it was in in the low 300,000. So
that's pretty good, actually. And
it can be done.
It can be done.
It can be done.
You just have to look, and you have to just look hard. That's all. And there are houses out there that
get a realtor with patience who works with first timers or people who have experience working with a budget, and go from there. It can be done. Absolutely can be done.
Oh, take a sip of the old. Got to keep ourselves hydrated.
So in comparison to some of the other top cities, it came in as actually the cheapest out of the top 19 houses. So for Peterborough to have the average house price of $413,000, and these are 2017 numbers, that was actually the cheapest out of the top 19.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah. Number 20 was Moncton, I think. So Moncton, beat us a little bit on price, was a little bit cheaper, but then it's Moncton. I think Peterborough is way cooler.
Yeah, Peterborough is way cooler. And to add to that, Peterborough is turning into an extremely cool town. I don't know what you think about that, but there's certainly lots to do in Peterborough.
Well, I was actually going to make that our number 2, that Peterborough was getting infinitely cooler, because the quality of life here in Peterborough is awesome. And I just kind of figured at first that, because I've been in Peterborough since I was a teenager, came here after high school, and I thought it was just me getting way older and way lamer and thinking this town's getting really cool, but I guess it's not.
No, it's totally, you are totally cool.
Well, maybe it's a little
fitting in.
Okay, it's a little bit of both. My kids would definitely say it's a little bit of both, because, mom.
Cool mom.
So, congrats to Peterborough out there. Some lame mother realtor thinks the town is awesome. No, I think it is getting way cooler, though.
It is, and there's so much going on at the moment. There's so many new developments happening. I mean, when you think about it, there's something for everyone in Peterborough, really.
Absolutely.
I came here 6 years ago from England. How could you tell? Accent, T. And Peterborough for me is just, it's awesome. Like, I've never seen a movie theatre like the movie theatre that we have downtown. It's amazing.
It's a good theatre.
It's awesome. It reminds me of a movie.
My very first night in Peterborough, when my boyfriend at the time, when I moved here together, now husband, that was the very first thing we did in Peterborough. We knew nothing of the town. We came to go to Fleming College, and we went, there's a movie theatre. We drove down to Galaxy, and that was our very first night in Peterborough. We spent seeing a movie at that theatre.
Perfect. So it's awesome. It makes for an awesome date night, and it's, the movie theatres in England do not compare to the ones here. It's definitely more fun.
I hear that the popcorn at the movie theatres in England is different. It's sweet.
It is. You can get both sweet or salty.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Expensive, though.
Yeah, very expensive.
Yeah, if we were to rank countries on this list, England would definitely be the most expensive.
I think we've fallen back into maybe a bit of the lame category. Just talking about the movies. There's way cooler things in town here to do. There's such a cool
Not
vibe.
just the movies.
But the businesses that are opening in downtown. Okay, so let's bring that round to number 3 on the list.
Yes.
The growth of Peterborough, the businesses that are coming. We have a thriving small business, local business, awesome downtown. The quality and the caliber of some of the businesses that people are coming out with in town is awesome.
And some very unique businesses too, like stuff that you wouldn't be able to find necessarily.
Where else can you get a barbershop / bar / clothing store?
Shout out
to Mike. They run some pretty amazing stores.
Yes, and they've been in business for a while.
Yes.
Like I was recently talking to the owner of the New Providence store, and he was saying, 20 plus years they've been in business.
So the fact that there's thriving small businesses in this town is wonderful. Yeah. I was at I'm on the government relations committee for the board, the Peterborough and Kawartha Association of Realtors, and we had a guest speaker come, and she was from the Peterborough and Kawartha Economic Development and Tourism Department, and Rhonda was her name. She was great. She's the president and CEO, and she came and talked to us about the small business grants you can apply for, the money and the resources that are there to start businesses in Peterborough and to draw businesses to Peterborough, and just what they're doing to advance tourism and that sort of thing. So
they really encourage, self-employment, business development.
That's right.
Like they really encourage it. So there's lots of stuff to access out there. For young people, I think actually the program offers up to the age of 29 or something. So it's actually
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic for people who really.
So let's make that our number 4. Businesses in Peterborough. The growth and businesses in Peterborough. We'll kind of combine that too with the growth of this city, because everywhere you look, like the new developments popping up of new build houses. We have such a shortage of listings right now in the real estate market. We know it's a seller's market. It's been a seller's market for like 27 years here.
Yes.
So it's a shortage of houses available, but with the new developments that are popping up, it creates a little bit more variety out there. It used to be that you could buy a new build house for quite a bit cheaper, but now they're being priced on par with market. But You're absolutely right, because the province has mandated more affordable housing. So a certain percentage of new houses being built have to be those smaller lots, townhouses, semis.
Yeah.
Have you seen the amount of condos coming to town too?
I know. It's
like,
impressive.
Yes, the urban infill too, of like converting the old buildings into condos.
And that brings me to talk about the Y-lofts.
That's right.
The Y-lofts is huge. Huge. It's such a huge development. And it is going to, I mean, even though they're rentals, you know, it is going to increase the affordability of housing, even though primarily we're discussing real estate, but it is a fact that the Y-lofts are going to bring more to Peterborough. People are intrigued by it. It's in the old Y building. That's awesome.
Creating just a variety too, because a lot of people, you know, stray away from the new build developments because they're all very cookie cutter. So just having a variety of different houses, like the amount of different neighborhoods too that are coming to town, like that development on Lily Lake and the massiveness of that project. Huge. There's going to be the new ones right by the lift locks, the lift lock project. There's so many different ones. I mean, there's, you know, the talk of annexing of land. So looks like we're trying to keep up and play a little bit of catch up with the shortage of housing on the market. But it is kind of nice to see a gear towards a focus on more affordable housing. There's talking of apartment buildings going in on Water Street, and I know that a lot of people, you know, don't prefer the you know, if they have a beautiful single family detached home neighborhood, of an apartment building going in the same neighborhood. But it does create a more variety of affordable housing, and it will sort of, you know, the real estate market will sort of absorb all of those extra units and make it a little bit less strenuous on the buyers, you know, if there's a little bit more variety.
And I feel like Peterborough is definitely, you know, we're strengthening our, I don't know what the word is for, but when people come to us, we've sort of got more under our belt. You know, people sort of say, wow, this town is really thriving. You know, it's starting to feel, it's definitely got that local homegrown feel, Peterborough, but with a more of a city vibe. So you get a bit of the best of both worlds.
I agree.
Right?
Coming from the city and you coming from international too, and just the feel of this town, how it really is the best of both worlds.
It is,
right?
It really is, and there's so much to do outside of the downtown core. Like, think about all the leisure activities that are available to us because of the volume of water that we have here.
Yes.
You know, the lakes in itself. I mean, in England, for example, we have rivers.
And that's where it is.
And you
the natural resources.
The little ducks
are
going. You know, we get the cheap bread from the
You're not
grocery
supposed to
store.
feed bread to ducks.
In England you can. It's an unsaid rule, but here I don't think you're allowed.
No, you're not supposed to.
Whoops. I'm sorry for all the ducks I may have harmed in them.
They post signs even in some places saying,
do.
like, we prefer the following, and it's like, I can't afford my own groceries, let alone feed fresh vegetables to the ducks.
Exactly.
Yes, unfortunately.
It's bread, unfortunately. Take it or leave it.
But the natural resources of the area are just incredible.
Yeah.
Like, what other town and what other area can you have, you know, this proximity to Toronto and Ottawa, the natural resources that we have, like, there's just so many awesome things to do. Have you tried this stand-up paddleboard thing?
I haven't, but I want to.
Oh, I haven't either. My friend Rebecca raves about it. Hi, Rebecca. She raves about it. Oh, and you know what I did with my girlfriend Leslie? The treetop trekking. Have you ever done the treetop?
I have. Actually, I used to do treetop trekking in the UK. They had a special, you know, group that you could go and do treetop trekking. I used to do it with my dad all the time, maybe once a year. But the treetop trekking here is certainly like legit treetop trekking because of the conservation areas, right? There's so many of them. There's so many trees.
Go back. Yeah. The last time I went, it was in the rain though. But the canopy of the trees kind of kept the rain off of us. It made things a little bit slippery. So
and
I definitely want to go back.
If you think about the Ganaraska Forest has treetop trekking, it's just perfect because Ganaraska Financial.
Financial.
Do I feel a live segment coming on?
I think so. Here's Meg and I screaming down the ripcords.
Screaming down the ripcords.
Oh, that would be
going from tree to tree.
Yes, let's do that.
On the Jess and Meg morning show.
Hashtag. Oh no, I was going to say, tweet us your favorite natural resource outdoor activities, and maybe we'll attempt some of them.
I think we should.
If you tweet us, we are at Jess and Meg Show.
Who wants to see that?
Out.
I think everyone.
I think everybody. We'll put that on our list though. Natural resources of the area. That's certainly another feather in our cap.
Yes, and please, you know, we're using our Twitter as a foundation. We're going to be doing lots of different giveaways. On this series of podcasts.
Tweet us some ideas.
Tweet us, what are you guys looking for? Tweet us if you're looking for a certain episode. We'd love to hear from you.
Or if we should get coffee from a specific place.
Yes.
So
we're starting with Starbucks because Starbucks is kind of close to your heart, right?
It is, yes. When I was getting my real estate license, actually, I used to laugh and say that I went to the University of Starbucks because I did the majority of my courses by correspondence, and I did some in Toronto. I wrote the bulk of my exams at Trent University, but I did a lot of like my actual studying at Starbucks. So I was that creep that took over a table for the entire day and packed a lunch.
Some would say that's pretty cool now, though. If you think about all the people who are sitting around the tables at Starbucks and typing and writing, that's pretty cool.
You're not actually writing unless people are watching you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
But no, I spent a lot of time there. So shout out to those guys for keeping me caffeinated.
Yes, and shout out for these today. Thank you for bringing them. Yes.
Oh, that's good. So let us know what your favorite coffee place is, and maybe at the beginning of the next episode we'll hit it up.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to try all of the stuff that you guys try. What do you like? What do you love?
Yeah.
We want to try it. Yeah.
I think rounding out the top 5 the top 5 reasons to buy real estate in Peterborough for this episode, you know, we've got the magazine article, you know, letting us know we've got the small business area, the growth, the development, the small business, the housing variety.
To speak to that as well, we are going to be featuring some local businesses on the podcast.
Yes.
We want to show you guys what local businesses are contributing to Peterborough. And just on the topic of that, before we wrap it up, also, you think about the small boutiques that we have. Bose & Cox Real Estate is a small boutique brokerage.
We are a boutique brokerage.
The same as Ganaraska. We are a small credit union, right?
That's right.
So you do get a bit more of a homegrown feel when it comes to that.
Thriving businesses that
thriving.
You know, we've got major competition in town from you know international chains. So do you. You've got the big banks.
Yes.
You know, but it's, to me, the reason why I chose a boutique brokerage is because we've been in the area for 60 years. You know, we're well known in this area. It's a family-run business. Bill Cox is still in the building every single day.
Yeah.
It's just the most wonderful people. And for me, when I'm a customer somewhere, it's that hands-on experience. I don't really do a lot of shopping online. I know that's the trend, but I prefer to go into a store and talk to the people.
One, support the local businesses, right?
Absolutely.
You can buy the same, you know, you could buy something online that you could buy in a local business store, and you're supporting that local business. You're helping put food on that table.
Absolutely.
You know, say you buy off Amazon. Well,
Amazon does not get my money.
Right? Oh no, not
no,
for you.
No,
we're not on Amazon. No.
It's wonderful.
But it's wonderful, but yeah. Right?
Support local.
Support local, for sure. And this is kind of what this podcast is all about, supporting local businesses, whilst on the topic of real estate and finance. So
we're young women in business. We're in the city. We work for small local businesses. We're just trying to get our names out there and provide some valuable information to you, all the while creating awareness about what we do as, you know, a real estate representative from Bose & Cox and of Ganaraska.
Yes, and you know, I take care of business development here, so you know, I am definitely out in the community trying to meet new people. So yeah, thank you to everybody that's watching. You may see that our decor is going to change over time. This is our first go.
Yes.
So
sound quality, video quality. Trust me, we're on it. We're improving.
And to anybody that's actually watched today, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much.
This has been fun.
It's been so much fun. Yes. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for next week.
That's right.
Tweet us. Don't forget to tweet us your ideas for the episodes that you would like and the coffees that you would like us to try as well. And treats. We're open to treats too.
So make sure you follow us on our Facebook pages. There's the Jessica Hill Real Estate Sales Representative.
And then I have my business development page as well, Megan Martin Business Development at Ganaraska Financial.
You can watch these episodes on those Facebook pages or on the YouTube channel. The link will be in here. Tweet us at Jess and Meg Show for your ideas and inspiration and your feedback. We would love to hear from you because that's kind of helps us keep it current and relevant.
We want to involve the community.
That's right.
So, and also if you have anybody that you think would be an awesome guest on our podcast, please shoot us an email, shoot us a tweet. We'd like to know. We're open to guests, live on location, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's exciting. I can't believe we've done our first one.
Hooray! Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Guys. Yes.
We're going to try and continue to air Tuesday mornings at 9. It may shift over time, but for now you can watch Tuesdays at 9. I think we'll get to a point in our lives where we start to go live. What do you think?
Oh, I think so.
I think we should go live.
I think our confidence will build.
I think so, too.
I think so. Yeah.
Or it could create some hilarious mishaps, but you know.
I think you guys would like to see that.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
And as always, there's something happening here.
That's right.
Always.
Tune in.
Tune in.
Have a great day, guys.
Have a good